should N95 masks and only N95 masks perhaps be used? Because, for COVID-19, cloth masks or cloth covers were also being encouraged. Do you think people should now graduate to using just N95 masks?
So that's an important question, because if you're looking at COVID and we're looking at the normal healthy individuals who are going out, who are not having any infection, then a cloth mask is usually good enough to prevent you from getting COVID infection, because it's a droplet infection.
Right.
The particle size is larger and these droplets stay in the air for a very little period of time. They don't go very far and they then drop down onto surfaces.
Yes.
But when we're talking of air pollution, we're also talking of what we call fine particles, PM 2.5, and even particles less than that, which is known as ultra-fine particles.
Right.
Cloth masks may not be that effective as far as these particles are concerned.
Okay.
And therefore, in such a situation, you may have to use masks which are usually at a higher grade, and a cloth mask may not really protect you as much as one would like as far as air pollution is concerned.
So N95 masks is definitely something that you're recommending. 6 states, including Delhi, have banned firecrackers. Will this firecracker ban help? And also, what's your take on green crackers? Because Karnataka reversed its earlier orders and has now allowed green crackers. So are green crackers perhaps, reducing the impact on our lungs?
So I think we should ban firecrackers as a whole, because even if you look at the history of our festival, it's more a festival of lights. We can have lights, but crackers is something which is not essential. And in the current scenario where we are having to fight the pandemic, I think all crackers should be actually banned, and we should on our own voluntarily stop using crackers at least for this year, because of the effect that they could cause as far as our lungs are concerned, and the fact that it can lead to worsening as far as COVID-19 is concerned. At the same time, cracker is just one part of the whole story. We need to address the problem for air pollution in a more holistic manner.
Right.
When it comes to crop burning, when it comes to traffic, when it comes to having environmentally friendly means of travel, or when it comes to construction and the dust that it causes.
Right. You've talked about the festive season, Dr. Guleria, and this is something that you've been saying here on the show, for several weeks. But what, according to you, are the big don'ts as far as the coming festival season is concerned? We're a week away from Diwali. For all the people who are wondering how they should be celebrating this festival, what are the big no's?
So avoid indoor events. We know that indoor events, especially when you have a closed area and you have a crowd, can be events where the infection can quickly spread.
Right.
So during this time, there is usually because of the festive season, people will have indoor parties, card parties for that matter. I would really say that this time let's avoid that, because they can be events where you can spread the infection to your friends and to family. If you really have to have some function because it's important, do it more like an outdoor event with good degree of physical distancing. Outdoor events decrease the chance of infection as compared to indoor events. But be very careful when it comes to having drinks or eating, because you put your mask down while you have a drink or you eat something. And therefore, it's very important that we maintain physical distancing while we do that. I think this year is the year that we need to be more cautious. We could have more celebrations next year once the pandemic is over. But this year, we have to be very, very careful, because if we have a spurt of cases among our own family members, among our friends, it will be a cause of concern, and one doesn't want to feel guilty that an event that he or she organized actually became a cause for a large number of cases.